Alright. Whenever you're ready, Trevor.
Right. Go tell the Spartan stranger passing by that here, obedient to their laws, we lie. Simides of Ceos. Leonidas was the king of Sparta. He was in charge of military affairs, and he fought the Persians in the Battle of Thermopylae. He is famous for his last stand that inspired the Greek people to rise up and turn their entire military onto the Persians. Leonidas should be commemorated because of his famous last stand, his patriotism, and his courage. First, to understand why he should be commemorated, you need to know what he did. Leonidas earned his place in the annals of history with his last stand. The Persian Empire, which covered over 2/3 of the world in ancient times, decided to invade Greece. This invasion took place at the same time as Carnea, an ancient Spartan festival during which going to war was forbidden. Leonidas, instead of taking his entire army, only took a group of 300 of his best men to go on patrol that just happened to come across the pass with the Persians. Leonidas' forces met up with over 5,000 Greek soldiers from other city-states. The Greeks then marched onto Thermopylae, a narrow pass that was the only way to cross to Greece over land. This was where the Greeks would fight the Persians. For 3 days, the Greeks held back the masses of the Persians until finally Xerxes, the Persian king, learned of a goat trail that led around the Greeks' forces. Leonidas chose to stay behind and fight the Persians who were flanking from both sides, even though he knew there was no way to win. Secondly, Leonidas should be commemorated for his patriotism. For a Spartan, the community came first. Leonidas knew that if he were to allow Xerxes to conquer the Greeks, the Spartan way of life would be no more. He even risked the ear of the gods by fighting on the day of the festival. He set aside his differences with Athenians and a city-state of which constantly at war with Sparta to fight against the Persians. He was willing to lay everything down for his home. Last, Leonidas and his Spartans possessed extraordinary courage. He knew by marching against the Persians that they were not going to live, but they did it anyways. Spartans were taught that dying in battle was the ultimate honor. However, it's one thing to talk of death, and another to face it down. Leonidas and his Spartans stayed behind after learning the Persians were flanking them to let the Greeks get away safely. In conclusion, I think Leonidas should be commemorated for his courage, his patriotism, and his sacrifice of giving his life for his city-state.